Again, watching out for the potential for some flash flooding, large hail, and some damaging 50 to 60 mile-per-hour winds. Further down towards the south, we've got non-severe thunderstorms, but still plenty of lightning and heavy rain. The potential for some flash flooding with these thunderstorms here from Green River into Price, just south of Duchesne. Keeping an eye on that. Further off towards Richfield, seeing some nasty storms in your area. A football helmet or a bicycle helmet, go ahead and put that on. This is right now radar indicated, but you do want to act like there is indeed a tornado on the ground. If you live in this red polygon out into Llano County, this is through 4:30 in the morning. So just another 15 minutes or so. Well, generally speaking, improvement. That's the big difference from 24 hours ago. Yesterday at this time, we had several hundreds of people out here. That is no longer the case since the ordinance went into place. You could see. Absolutely, especially as that lake effect band sets up, perhaps in this area here along the eastern bench, including Salt Lake County and Davis County. We were watching in the studio earlier just how powerful this cold front is. It's hard to imagine. Just a few hours ago, we were into the 50s, and now we're well below freezing, including Lago Vista, northward into Liberty Hill. Leander gets to your safe place right now. If you happen to have any power outages, that's why it's helpful to have your phone with you. We're streaming on our website. We're streaming through the app right now. So if your power goes out, we'll still be able to keep you updated throughout the morning here. Again, along 183. This is what I need you to do if you are in that red polygon. What's really cool about this new exercise equipment here is you could actually download their app, and that'll show you up to 100 different exercises you can use. Also, during the heat of the summer, trees will be added around this facility to help keep you cool, and they're even going to have a new solar-powered water fountain. What seems to be going on is these overpasses that you're going to encounter for your morning commute across many of the highways. That's where we're seeing the most amount of ice and slush that's on the shoulders of the road. So anytime you make an exit, or if you're moving too quickly here, especially changing lanes, that's where you're going to encounter kind of the loss of traction. And what is a little bit more predictable is this beautiful weather.
Love the transition.
How about that transition, right?
Love it.
Let's get to it. Let's show you what's going on outside right now. I mean, there's going to be some drastic changes in the wrong direction for much of the country, including even here in our home state, out into West Texas specifically. Why is this bad news? A degree or two hotter than yesterday, so you bet that that will be a major element in the players and their athletes and their gameplay. These players are used to 70 to 80 degree weather on the coast of California with low humidity, not this brutal heat. So, Dr. Guilford, how extraordinary is it for Central Texas to continue to have, as it seems, back-to-back CSI Level 5 events in the span of just a few weeks?
Honestly, it's extraordinary.
Yeah, and we're going to be watching traffic here closely because of the unfortunate timing of these storms that are moving in right now. Yeah. I want to make sure everyone is weather aware. We've got a high fire danger today with some of these dry thunderstorms moving in, producing some lightning, and of course, that strong downburst, gusty microburst winds in excess of 50 to 60 miles per hour. The Storm Prediction Center has placed us in that 2 out of 5 risk for those severe thunderstorms, and they're already starting to fire up back out towards the west. No severe thunderstorm warnings issued just yet, but we've already seen numerous reports of some 50-mile-per-hour winds, and unfortunately, a lot of this is evaporating before reaching the ground, making those fire conditions even worse. Right now, seeing some lightning and some thunderstorms up across the Wasatch Mountain, just north and east of the Park City area. What we're watching here closely is just west of Dugway. We've already seen some 60-mile-per-hour winds out of this cell right here, and then back up northwestward across the Park Valley area as well, seeing some 40 to 50-mile-per-hour winds. So I mentioned earlier, this is unfortunate timing for the evening commute. Those storms will be inching closer towards the northeast at about 20 to 25 miles per hour into the Tooele area by 446. Ogden by 518, and about 540 to 545 here in the Salt Lake City area. Further down towards the south, we could even see some localized flash flooding across the national parks into the slot canyons, those flood-prone areas, so be mindful of that. Fillmore down through Richfield, seeing some gusty winds and some thunderstorms here, weakening storms as it pushes out towards the north and east into Escalante as well. And then down across the Blanding area, seeing some gusty winds and some thunderstorms back out west of the Monticello area.
As we move in through the next several hours, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., that's when we expected to move in across the Wasatch Front. Again, unfortunately, not much rain out of these thunderstorms and these showers pushing in. But again, 40 to 60 mile per hour winds will be possible 6 p.m. all the way up through the Logan area, down southward into Delta, Price, and then weakening and then pushing further out towards the east by 9 p.m. So 9 p.m., a much better chance here for maybe some showers up towards the north and west, but generally drying things out up and down the Wasatch Front with that severe threat lowering as well. But out behind these storms, look at this. We've got a cold front moving in. This will bring us some much needed relief from the heat that we've been dealing with, especially with the dangerous heat down towards Washington County. You can see by tomorrow morning, we're dry across the state. But by tomorrow afternoon, evening, we could see another round of thunderstorms developing across the Wasatch Front, down southward and across the south central part of the state as well. And then it's out of here with some lingering showers and some thunderstorms, mainly across the high terrain by Thursday evening. Temperatures right now, 99, the high temperature so far today. Cooling down a little bit here into the 90s up and down the Wasatch Front. 104 in St. George, 95 in Cedar City. Again, that fire threat is elevated with warnings up all the way through 11 p.m. this evening. We need to be extra vigilant here with those winds and the dry conditions that we continue to see. Evanston at 30 mile per hour wind gusts, Rock Springs over 30 and over 40 mile per hour winds into Vernal. Some good news though, we've got some monsoonal moisture moving into the St. George and southern Utah areas here as we head to the end of the week. Thunderstorms possible. To also notice the cooler than normal temperatures as well. Along the Wasatch Front, we've got temperatures going from the 90s to the mid to upper 90s by Thursday.